Maokai can go top or jungle, the Karma can go top or mid, and I think the only champion that can go mid is Karma, and then there's that flexibility between Jax and Maokai.
Impressive Karma mid of past patches is those shields. So we might have a first fight potentially breaking out here. Tarzan pretty farmed up, but there's a teleport flank coming through as Aki's going to get a double counter-strike stun. Shanks is over here first, trying to create space with seismic shove. Aki going to have to quit the flash here. Root going to come across for lead, going to set up TP God for the grand entrance. They're going all in for Tarzan, but he flashes himself back to safety. The blast cone will not save him from the ignite. Doinby, of all people, claims first blood for NIP. The fight is far from done just yet as Sanji gets seismic shoved right back into the waiting arms of Shanks. Doinby with the big tether will not find a route onto Hope as Flandre goes Meganar. Ultimate throws Leave onto the wall but does not get the stun, and now he has to expend another key flash. It's flashes galore. It's a flashes fire sail with blinking health bars. Sanji uses his passive to get a huge heal. He's going to survive. Hope commits his flash to get away from Doinby, who's trying to find a big mantra Q, but nobody's low enough, and it's going to whiff. Another flash from Shanks. I think we've burned every goddamn flash we have, but finally, AL strike for the feats of warfare. 3 kills as they win our first big skirmish.
The ego that takes is incredible.
Oh, back in live, we nearly have our Mega Death Rocket steal, but Aki secures the dragon. Can they get out though? Shanks, seismic shove, they land on a leave. Choppers are down. This Aphelios as good as dead. Jinx gets excited. Hope's gonna pick up a huge double kill as AL continue to roll in the early phase.
Wing over the wall. Unfortunately wasn't successful in that.
Oh boy, here we go. We're waiting for the Flandre outplay moments. Yeah. Highly touted top laner for AL, and he was gifted a matchup with a Maokai top, and that's why you don't disrespect AL Flandre.
The turret from losing another plate.
Next set of grubs, easily gobbled up by Tarzan, who can really just relax and path pretty easily in.
My thing is, and I think we've already addressed this, is reset. That's destroying his tempo. It means that AL can walk down to this bot side. They'll probably take the dragon. They'll probably take that turret as well.
They're off the dive onto Flandre. He does go Mega, gets a huge health boost, gonna throw Shanji into the wall. He needs to be the one to tank up this turret aggro. Doinby takes it though out of nowhere. Aki's got it next. He didn't think he was gonna have the turret aggro and gifts a trade kill back on the dive.
Flandre, you could see there. I mean, for AL, just consistent wins across the map. They find a 1-for-1. They don't lose their top turret. They get the dragon. They get the bot turret. It's just everything going well for them.
Here's the point to make here, right? Even punishing a Gnar as Doinby has to flash away from another great seismic shove of Shanks is, no matter how far you put Gnar behind, he ultimately is just an ult bot, right? He doesn't need to be super fed. There's just so many resources for Ninjas and Pyjamas into keeping Flandre at bay, but he's not the problem.
I mean, they're committing so much for this bot lane tier 1 turret and trying to kill Flandre.
He's 1 versus 4 and he does not care. Yeah, he's going to get caught here by the quickness knockup. Should finally fall down, but it's going to cost him so much more gold on the flip side.
Rocket.
A complete head-scratching game. Oh, you called it. Hope even finds the trade again. This is a bewildering game from NIP. Like, when everyone was hyping up that in the Brazil World Cup, that Germany and Brazil were going to play each other, and then Germany just won 7-1, and it wasn't even close. Like, we're in elimination point for NIP.
By VP Gordon from there. The chain CC is good enough, and then it's Hope's rocket from downtown under the mid-tier 1 turret. Really smart thing to do on Jinx, just back away from vision, so the enemy doesn't know that it's coming. Does it from the safety of his tier 1, and now, I mean, tier 1 turret mid lane has already fallen. Aki getting focused out.
Tarzan jumping all the way through that turret, rocket to go wide this time, but
it looks like they're sending Leave up to the top side, probably going to try and take that tier 1 turret in exchange for tier 2.
And Doinby, look who's fat. He's been spotted out by Tarzan again. He's just jumping in, hopping through base at 90 minutes. There's no scared aura out of AL right now, playing like they've got no cares in the world. Inhibitor turret broken down in the background. Shanji's getting poked down by Shanks and Flandre, and that tier 2 turret is not going to save you, buddy. He's running the wrong way through the map. Inhibitor's going to drop next. Hope is on Jinx. He's going to be able to get excited and move to another turret. This is a disaster of a game from NIP when they could have taken the series.
We're going to Silver Scrapes at this point. Leave taking 2 turrets in the top side is... It's cool. Unfortunately, I doubt that it's going to be enough. Hope is going to be so rich once he gets to go back to base here. Shanji is still alive. Grab those roses, buddy. Yeah, this might be the only way that you can see any sort of help from happening. As Tarzan now finding Aki again.
This is not your jungle, Aki. It has been rented by ALLLC as Tarzan grabs himself another kill.
They can take Drake. They can also not take Drake. Soul is not going to be a thing in this game. From here, the game plays itself the way they close this game out.
God's going to get some wards down, but I don't think he get out of this one, my friend. He's going to desperately try and get to Shanji. The quickness is through, but there's a big wall in your way, God. He's going to go down next, and yeah, that Otacon is going to be for free.
Any game where I get to see any game where I get to see Doinby and Tarzan up against one another is still a good game, and I mean it just adds to their story of one another, to be honest. You know, so I mean AL from here again, like we've said, the game ends itself. It is just toying with them, right? It's just half HP Doinby in his base. Issue for AL right now is that bot wave got heavily pushed out. So NIP were able to push that bot wave in quite significantly, so they're not going to get pressure from those super minions for quite a while.
Here we go, the last stand of NIP. They do have Tarzan very low. He pops the Crescent Guard to block a ton, if not all of the damage out of NIP. He's going to go back in. They've got Hope's reset, and he's just chopping down a tree with ease, swinging that axe in the form of a minigun with Jinx's kit. Inhibitor to fall. Nexus turret's next to go. Flandra does have a pretty low HP bar. Doinby does start to hit like a bit of a truck. But with the Octagon revive, like I've talked about, just die. There's no point to reset. You reset quicker by throwing yourself into the literal NIP fountain if you want to. Here comes another minion wave. They're going to try for another Nexus turret. And it's just painful to watch NIP try and keep themselves in this game. There's the quickness now. They're going to get Tarzan on his first reset. If the turret falls, they can get Hope through as well, but he's already back to base, and the easiest reset for AL all game long finally comes across.
I mean, you know, you say job done for NIP. They don't lose the game. And, you know, these inhibitors, the sooner they respawn, the sooner they get taken again. AL there immediately for the take. So one wave is going to come out without having doubled up super minions, but that next wave that spawns, you would like to think is going to have the exact same thing. So 6 super minions going to begin streaming into the base, and AL begin their final assault on the Nexus.
Weaver's wall down to cut off the fountain, cut off the safety of NIP, and they're just going to wait for Hope to get his first kill, break open the Jinx reset, break open the big Game 5 that we've all been looking forward to since about 10 minutes into this one. A disappointing show for NIP, soon to come to a conclusion. Bring another wave through that Nexus turret, bound to fall. Good flash wave from Hope as PPGod can be the real only engaged to lock him up. They do get the Lulu, but here comes the Gatling gun known as Jinx to terrorize Arcane in the League of Legends Summoner's Rift, this time to the tune of Hope. The final kills being collected, and here it is, folks. Just as advertised, anyone's legend, NIP are going the distance. Bring on Silver Scrapes, bring on Game 5.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.